Well, from the cliffs of Bukit Pandawa, we can sense a quiet district emerging. It's a coastline defined by elevation and horizon, where development is approached with restraint and intention.
When you first stand on the site, you're struck by the view. The view, it's vast. It's a big view. You appreciate up and down the coastline. You get a feeling of where you are. It's a wild view. It kind of makes your heart stop. It's dramatic.
Pandawa One is a signature land offering by Harmoni Bali. It's set high above the Indian Ocean, 80 meters above the ocean. It comprises a rare collection of estate-sized plots within one of Bali's most exceptional coastal settings. From the outset, it's been conceived with composition, privacy, and long-term harmony in mind.
We're very lucky with this site because the land is on a natural promontory. So it's higher than anything else around it. So naturally, it has a fantastic view. And that's the first thing that struck me about it. I have been aware of this land for a long time. We've done projects nearby in the Bukit, and we had our eye on this land actually for a long time. And when it finally was time to develop it, very pleased to be part of the project.
Well, here land is not simply acquired, it's entrusted. Pandawa One is where land becomes a legacy, a setting in which life may unfold over time, shaped by nature and discretion. So the landscape itself is enduring, and within it, families can create their own lasting story.
Well, I think first of all, it has one of the most spectacular coastal orientations of any project we've worked on. We have worked in the Mediterranean, we've worked throughout Asia, we've worked in the US and California. I think it has similarities to the best of those properties because first of all, it's an amazing view. And we have the opportunity because the development, the number of units is relatively small, so it will feel very exclusive.
Well, Bukit Pandawa possesses a character entirely of its own. There's a calmness here. It's an essence of openness, defined by elevation and horizon. The coastline down below is commanding, yet the atmosphere remains composed and unhurried. So it feels removed from the rhythm of the everyday, while remaining connected with ease to the airport, refined dining, international schools, and wellness facilities. There's privacy without isolation, accessibility without intrusion. Well, the presence of Mandarin Oriental will further shape the whole character of the district. It brings with it the culture of craftsmanship, considered design, and service delivered with grace. Such a presence does not overwhelm the destination, but instead it elevates it quietly, setting a standard that influences its surroundings with subtle confidence. Pandawa One is intentionally limited to just 22 residences. Size and scale is fundamental. By keeping the collection intimate, we preserve proportion, discretion, and a relaxed atmosphere throughout the neighborhood. So the land's been master planned as a seamless enclave rather than divided into individual parcels. So through careful contouring and positioning, each land plot is oriented towards the ocean while maintaining privacy between the homes. Light, breeze, and the horizon are experienced fully without compromise.
Well, we look at the development as an enclave, as a cluster. It has to hang together as a unified element. We don't see it as a collection of entirely individual houses with different expression. We have designed it and consciously made an effort to define the design guidelines so that there is some level of continuity and materiality and similarity from one house to the other. We want this to feel like an exclusive address. It should have its own identity as a development unto itself. It should not be a place that is a haphazard arrangement of a bunch of different architectural style. In the long term, that will be a benefit and will help it hold its value.
So the ocean here is not merely a view, it becomes part of daily life. It literally changes in shifting light, almost changing the horizon. In the rhythm of the breeze, it creates a quiet dialogue between architecture and landscape, shaping how we experience each day.
Well, we see the residences as really being the best example of resort-style tropical design. And that means that there are a lot of indoor-outdoor spaces. It's not 100% indoors, it's not 100% outdoors, it's both. So there we see a lot of terraces, decks, open swimming pool space. The residences should be able to be open air during the day and get a good amount of airflow, natural airflow. Of course, the spaces will be air conditioned, up to the owner, but we want the walls of the houses to be relatively transparent and open. Of course, taking advantage of the view, but it's an opportunity really to design something that fits the site, takes advantage of the view, and has a very interesting flow from transition from outside to inside. Well, we at Pandawa One and for all of our work, really, we have learned after being in Bali for many years, the philosophy of Tri Hita Karana. That's basically the root of Balinese Hindu philosophy. It's all about balance. It's all about harmony. It's how humans live with God and with the earth. So it's this principle that guides us really through our design process. It's important to us that nature is always a priority, and this is something that we use as a design tool and as a way of approaching all of our projects. To a greater or lesser extent, we're successful at doing this, but I think at Pandawa especially, this balance, this harmony, this relationship between nature and people is really achievable. When architecture responds to the land instead of competing with it, this is the ideal design result. It's very important on this project and every project really, but especially here, where the natural element is so strong. We cannot compete with it. We cannot dominate it. We have to work with it. And in the best case scenario, the architecture supports the nature. It makes the natural aspect of the site even more interesting. The architecture complements site, and that's the primary goal.
Design guidelines have been established. They safeguard proportion, privacy, architectural coherence, while allowing each residence to express its own character. And the result of setting that feels like harmony is ensured. So ownership at Pandawa One is structured with clarity and transparency. The legal framework has been carefully prepared and professionally guided, allowing confidence from the very beginning. This ensures that attention can remain on the creation of the home rather than the complexity of the process. So each home at Pandawa One is envisioned as being bespoke. Some may choose to work independently, creating a residence with a carefully considered framework that preserves integrity of the neighborhood. Others may prefer a more guided approach. In that case, we introduce carefully shortlisted group of architects, builders, professionals who we trust in their craftsmanship, their integrity, and their understanding of the land. Throughout the journey, our role is one of stewardship. From initial inquiry through to completion, The process is structured with clarity and professionalism, ensuring that what is envisioned is realized with care, respect for the setting.
Well, the topography here is everything. It really defines the site, it defines the land, it defines each individual plot. So we have curated the topography, if you will. We've adjusted it to maximize views for each site. So it really is, the view and the topography are linked. So you can't have one without the other. So that each residence has maximum view. Residence has been planned to be at least 2 or 3 stories, and that we've graded the site in such a way that this is the optimum way of designing it architecturally.
It's a place shaped by respect and reverence for the land and a desire to create something enduring. So Pandawa One is for those who seek more than just ownership. It's for those who value discretion, space, and that quiet presence by the ocean. For those who understand that home is not simply constructed, but composed thoughtfully with respect for the setting.
Well, I really see Pandawa One as being one of the legacy properties, one of the best properties in Bali. Years from now, and time will tell. But I see it being something that is increases in value, becomes like one of the famous developments in Bali, and I think it really ideally ultimately blends with the coastline. It becomes one of the most beautiful properties along the coast because it becomes part of nature. The landscape and the architecture blend. It becomes actually a focal point and something that boats can see it from the ocean looking to the land. Other properties can see it from elsewhere on the coastline. So I think it has a great opportunity to be one of the best developments in Bali.